We're connecting now. Okay, we're back, but we don't have anybody else here.
Maybe it was OBS.
Maybe it was, but I don't know why. I wasn't having any problem with it before.
Jeannie's back. Lori's back. Laura's back. Yeah, I guess we are live.
Okay, so we are back. So Jeannie, Laura, Judy, Teresa. Okay. I don't know, people. It what was going on? I have no idea. I had to go right out of the program and back in. So it may have been a problem with OBS. That's what we use for this.
Yeah, it's weird. He downed OBS and brought it back in again.
Yeah, and then we were able to reconnect. So that's the first time it's done that to me. Ugh, there's always something. Yeah, Suzanne says, "Can see and hear all is good now." Okay. Well, anyways, I'm hoping this. Well, I won't be using OBS on the day of the retreat. I'll be using Zoom.
Yeah.
So that should be okay. I don't know. Maybe OBS. I just had an update to OBS earlier in the week. I don't know, but I used it earlier in the week too. That's how I make all my videos and everything. So, not sure what that's all about. This will look interesting when it goes up onto YouTube for the rebroadcast. There'll be two of them, I think, up there. Oh well.
What is OBS?
OBS is a software program that allows you to record, edit, do a lot of fancy things, and allows you to connect to YouTube Live. You need to have this third-party software in order to do what we're doing right now. There are other ones out there as well for this, but OBS seems to be the one that is most popular, and it's the one I'm most familiar with now. And so, yeah, I forget what it stands for. OBS. It's a free software thing. What's that?
Oh, bullshit.
Oh, bullshit. Yeah. Uh, Jeannie, well, Jeannie, it is kind of my fault. I don't know. I like, see, when you need to have technology work for you.
You gotta check what that bit rate thing is.
Yeah, well, I have before, but I have not found anything that talks really about that. What did it? I mean, I don't know. Well, that's something I'll have to explore further. Yeah, right. Always when I'm going to be really busy next week, new problems to figure out. That's always the way it happens. But anyways, we're here now. We'll see what happens. I guess what I have to do before we go online is check my internet connection too to make sure that, you could have told me it was running. Oh, I didn't see that down here, but no, you kept it to yourself. It's your fault. It's Walter's fault. I'm blaming it on Walter. See, blame it on me. So, anyways, so that's what's going on with the truckers. We'll see what happens in the States with all of the anti-vaxxers and whatnot. And
now we got new problems with the Ukraine and
oh, don't even want to talk about it. The world's going to hell in a handbasket. I mean, really. So we can't buy Russian vodka. Oh, I'm really upset about that. I drink so much Russian vodka. I mean, constantly. I'm not. All that kind of stuff. I mean, the crazy people in the world, really, it's bad anymore. And I don't know if these things seem to be amplified because of what we've gone through for the last two years with COVID. Now it's a black screen.
Ours are working.
Ours are working. Yeah, because we're watching ourselves on the iPad as well, which has a time delay, in order to see what you see. And we're not seeing black. Kathy found us again. Anybody else seeing a black screen? Because we're not seeing a black screen. Oh, I think we just froze though. Oh, no, we didn't. These time delays here. But, okay, so what else do we want to talk about? Anything cheery?
Yeah, I don't know.
Have we
What's
had
theory?
anything? Did we do anything this week? Well, we had our friend
Well, we had
over.
to shovel snow again, but
Oh, well, yeah, but that's nice. Yeah, Eddie says it's fine there. Okay. And Fidel says he can see us. Okay. So, anyways, we did have our friend over, that, our adopted son, so to speak. Gave him a floor lamp and a little table
we
that,
dug out of our crawl space.
that we dug out of our crawl space. Yeah. We stocked him up with a few more groceries. Although now I'm getting a little Brandy Straws Tornado. What's the code and password for what? Bendy Straws. I don't know who you are, Bendy Straws. Can you ask me what you're looking for? Are you looking for the information on the retreat? Because that's in the show notes. Okay, and you don't need a password, and there's no code. So I don't know what you're talking about, Bendy Straws. You may not be a legitimate person. You may be a Russian hacker. So anyways, what we're talking about. So we had him over. He did his laundry. We had dinner. I had made big pot of chili the day before, and I froze him a couple of containers of the chili as well, so he could take it home. But now what I'm worried about, because he came in and I said, so he says, well, he got his hydro bill, his first hydro bill. Now,
which is the electrical bill.
The electrical bill, yeah. And I knew that's not included in his
UDAB.
UDAB. Okay, I think we're going to get rid of Bendy Straws here. Remove. Don't know what Bendy Straws is. Bendy Straws got another one in. Okay. So, if you're going to ask things like that on here, you make it suspicious. So if you got to clarify what you say on here, or I get rid of you. Remember, I have the power of delete. Yeah, that's why I figure, Laura. It's spam. So, why do I feel like I've been all over the place in this today? Because I have been. So anyways, I said, so let me guess how much it was. And I said, well, over $200, wasn't it, for the month? He went, yeah, over $250. Well, he's got electric heat, right? As most apartment buildings do. So right there, it just sucks the electricity. And in Canada, yeah. And we're on equal billing. So like we pay $172 every month.
But we don't have electric heat.
And we have gas heat. So that makes a difference. And that kind of stuff.
Oh, it's Bendy Straws is back again. Can you delete?
I guess I have to go to the next tier. Okay. Yeah, let's get Bendy Straws. User's message was hidden. Okay, they don't give me a lot of choices on here. Put user in timeout. Okay, we'll see what that does. Okay, so anyways, I feel sorry for him, but he still he needs another job, a better job than what he has. He's only working part-time at a weed store, and that's not paying him that much for it. And I'm starting to think that we might be making him a little too dependent upon us. And
yeah, because he doesn't seem to be looking for another job very vigorously.
Yeah,
and he seems to be trying to juggle finances,
and he's not juggling them well. But anyway, so that was what we did this week. Eddie says, have you heard of Acorn Precision Piecing products? I just found them this week. I love them. Of course, made in Canada. Yes, I do know about them. I use them. I don't use the glue that they have, which is very good very often. But it's excellent. And I do have the precision piecing pressing stuff solution, and it's really great. If you've got a seam that won't lay down, you give it a couple of shots of that, and It works really well. So yeah, it's great stuff. It's not always easy to get though. It might be better now. I bought a jug. I bought a gallon of the precision piecing or pressing solution because it was not easy to get when I was trying to get it back beforehand. So yeah, I got the gallon jug. Um, yeah, it is, Laura, $250 a month. But
Well,
our
did that also include a setup fee?
that's what I asked them, and I think it did.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they charge for setup. So they may charge $100 for setup or something.
I thought he said something like 75 or something.
What was it? So yeah, so his next month should be a little lower. But he's saying when he's not in the apartment, he's turning his heat right down and that kind of a thing. Yeah, his cat likes to snuggle under the blankets anyway, so it'll keep warm.
Yeah, and a lot of times in those apartments, you have common walls, so you don't have.
Yeah, so he does have common walls, so with that. But now I was just looking here. Judy says, any new patterns? I was looking at a 3-dimensional pattern and scared me. A 3-dimensional pattern. Okay, what's a 3-dimensional pattern?
Unless
Judy?
it's one of those ones that looks like it's like has depth.
Oh, one of those like those blocks or things.
Yeah.
I've never made one of those. That could be.
I think it's in the way you choose your colors, if that's what we're thinking about.
Yeah, with that. I have done Waddick. Oh, I don't know why I had it. I've done an attic window effect, and with an attic window, you get a 3-dimensional effect. It looks like there's depth with the way you cut the pieces and put them on that. But I've never done one of those ones that's very popular on a tumbler block. I don't know if that's a tumbler block, but it's blocks, and they all look like they're popping out at you. There's other ones too, but I've never really tried one. Eddie says that it's helping him to line up the seams, that stuff. Yeah, it's good for that. Yeah, 3D pattern would be cool. And just saying here, for those of you that are coming to the retreat, one of my speakers is not a quilter, she's a crafter, and she does 3-dimensional structures, and she's going to talk about those and show you some of hers, and they are fantastic. They almost make me want to go back and be a paper crafter again. Almost. Not quite. But yeah, it's going to be really, really fascinating. It's called Spiral Motion.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one. It's
I may have seen that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Now, I've never tried one though. Something on the list. Right now I'm concentrating on the Canadian quilt one, the Strong and Free, that's built around the panel. And then I've got 3 projects I've lined up for the Ultimate Sewing Retreat. That's the one from the quilt store. And I've shown those patterns on the Idiot Quilter before, and I'm getting all my fabrics organized for those as well. Not that I'll get through making in 3 days at a retreat. I'm not going to be able to make 3 quilts, but I get a start on 3. If I get bored with one or whatever, or I get frustrated with one, I can move on to another one. So I like to be well prepared for that kind of thing. Are you looking it up?
Trying to.
Yeah, but I've never tried that. I downloaded, actually, there was a really good sale on OESD, which is an online embroidery site. It's Oklahoma Embroidery Stitching Design, Embroidered Stitching Design or something. They are a very well-known company that have really good quality embroidery files if you have an embroidery machine. And they had a big sale on collections that are, oh my God,
Not
that's
sure
pretty.
If that's the one
You got to hold it up to the camera.
you were talking about, that one.
Hold it up a little closer to the camera. Bend. Yeah, that's really cool. Ooh, is that the one, Judy? Because that's really a cool pattern. It reminds me of the labyrinth one I made, but it's much more elaborate. I wonder how complicated that one is to make. I have to look that one up and see, maybe get the pattern for that. Oh, speaking of a pattern, I got Robin Ruth.
Yep,
Uh,
that's it, I guess.
oh, that's it. Okay, that's cool, Judy. I'll have to look into that one. I really like it.
Maybe.
I want to make a Mariner's Compass quilt, but a Mariner's Compass quilt has a lot of Y seams. But there is this system by a woman called Robin Ruth. You may or may not have heard of her. I saw this on another YouTube channel, and there's a series of rulers you can get for making Mariner Compass quilts. That means no Y seams. Everything's actually cut straight, kind of a thing, and you put it all together. So I ordered the book and a ruler on Amazon about a week or so ago. It came the other day, but I realized there are other rulers and you kind of need them. They work in conjunction. So I ordered everything for it, as I have a tendency to do. $175 later. Now they haven't come yet because I just put the order in. Keep your legs still. Driving me batty when you do that. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. So this is going to be a challenge, this project, even with these special rulers and everything. But this lady has all kinds of YouTube videos showing you step by step how to put together, and her videos are excellent. So you can look her up if you're curious on YouTube. Her name is Robin Ruth, and it's the rulers are called, just put in Robin Ruth Mariner's Compass and you'll probably find all kinds of videos, and she talks about her system and whatnot. Fidel says, are you going to rename your quilting machine once you get the robotics to something more cyber? Instead of Juicy Lucy, her, it, I don't know. No, she stays as Juicy Lucy. She'll always be Juicy Juicy.
Well, I can think of something robotic to call her.
Yeah.
You know.
Black is easy to make. Oh, Teresa, are you still blacked out? Can you not see us? Because everybody else can see us. So it's you, Teresa. I'm sorry. The Russian hackers got you. Speaking of which, I think Bendy Straws is gone. Good. I put him into timeout, but that's only for 300 seconds. So 300 seconds, that's what? 5 minutes? Yeah, 5 minutes. So whatever. Eddie says he can't wait to see the Stronger Free quilt. You want to know something? I had to buy some more fabric for that one, and we went into Ultimate Sewing last Tuesday to do this. And I was talking to one of the ladies that works there, and she's making it too, but it turns out it's a totally different pattern. I hadn't seen this one. And at first, when she showed it to me, I thought, it's kind of like a sampler. But then they had one hanging up in the store that was all done and quilted, and I kind of liked it. And I'm waiting. The store is trying to get the pattern in and more of the fabric, but I guess Northcott's giving them a bit of a hard time for whatever reason with all of this. But then I found out, and this was interesting, the quilt that was hanging up, I thought, well, this must be going to be a class because they hang up samples of the quilts for each of their classes, but I couldn't find it listed. So I was talking to Donna, who works at the store and is the main organizer for the retreat. She said, that's a digital print. I guess for promotion purposes, Northcott sent them a digital print. So it's fabric. It's kind of like if you bought it on Spoonflower, you know, where the fabric is printed digitally for you, whatever you want. They printed this all out. One of the women in the store who's a long arm quilter, she took it home, put it on her long arm quilt machine, quilted it, and they hung it up. It looked like it was a legitimately pieced quilt, but it's not. It's a digital print. But nevertheless, kind of like it. Whether I'm going to go and make it or not, it's going to depend. I'll wait until I see when the store gets the pattern in and the rest of the fabric, and maybe I'll invest in that. Teresa says, yes, it's my fault. Okay, Teresa. Didn't want to make you feel bad about it, but, you know, better you than me. That's the way I'm looking at it right now after this. So anyways, yep, lots of things coming up. This is going to be a busy week in preparation for the Idiot Quilter Retreat. If you have not yet let me know that you're coming, drop me a line to say so I can make sure that I have you on my list, and I'll have your email address and any updates or things that I need to send out, maybe at the last minute or something. I'll be able to do it that way because I won't be able to do that on YouTube at that point. Like if it's the night before or something like that, that just won't happen. So that's why I ask for that kind of thing. But, you know, if by chance you want to come, but you couldn't come, but your plans changed, now you can come, and it's like Saturday morning when you figure that out, it's okay. There's room. Log in. I won't kick you out. So,
Not unless your name is Bendy Straws.
Unless your name is Bendy Straw 2020, then you'll be kicked out. I'm waiting to see. There is one word. This will come out in my thing I'm sending out to everybody with the agenda for that day. That'll come out actually tomorrow to anybody that I have your email address already for. One of the things that email that I'm going to mention is when you first log on to the retreat, I do need to have your real name, both first and last, please. Because I have a waiting room set up, and that's how I'll let people in. If I don't recognize your name, if it comes up iPad guest or, you know, Zoom or something else, I won't let you in because it could be a hacker. So that's the precaution I have to take. So sorry, but I need your name. And all you have to do is just before you join in on it, there's a facility there with Zoom where you can change your name. Now, the other thing too is apparently I can now talk to you when you're in the waiting room. And so what I'll do is I'll say, who is this really? And you can tell me your real name, and then I'll let you in, and I can change whatever comes up as your name at the bottom. So if it comes up as iPad guest or something like that, and you're not sure how to change that, I can do it for you. So there's ways around it.
Mother Trucker Teresa.
Mother Trucker Teresa. Okay. Teresa, what did I just say, dear? I know you're being funny. But
Eddie wants to know if you have a time schedule for your guests.
Yes, I do. I do have the guest Eddie that you know that I'm getting. I have scheduled that guest for our time, Eastern time, 11 a.m. because it will be a little later in the day for that guest as well. And she knows that already. So, oops. It knows it already. Almost gave things away. Too much information. And yes, the other ones are scheduled too. I've got a presentation scheduled for 1 o'clock. And another one is scheduled for 2:30, I think. Is when I've got that one in. But that will be in the agenda that I will send out to everybody. And I'll also have it posted. Actually, when you log in that day, there will be one screen up in the corner that will show you the agenda when you first go on. And as the day goes on, I put up upcoming, when the next major event is coming on and that kind of thing. So it'll all be laid out there for you so you can plan your day. If you have to pop out at some point in time for whatever reason and pop back in, you'll be able to do that. Okay. What's Teresa say? With the trucker idiots, snowfoo and all. Yeah. I got it. Okay, people. So, I think that's it for us today. Sorry, things were a little disjointed. And I'm sneezing now, so that's a sign that we have to go.
Show her your gnomes.
Oh, what? Excuse me? What? Show her your gnomes. Suppose she will love them. Okay. Yep. I will. I'll probably show my gnomes. I'm making more gnomes as we speak right now for the other retreat. Okay. So, okay, everybody. Well, sorry that today was technologically a little bit of a pain in the ass. Hopefully we'll have those problems sorted out for the next one. And everybody have a really great week, and hope to see many of you on Friday night for the icebreaker, and for sure at the retreat on Saturday. So everybody have a great week, and we'll see you again soon.